What is up, team? Trifunctional here. Welcome back to the Minecraft Initium series. I hope you're having an awesome day. I've done a little bit more work on the slime farm here. As you can see, I went ahead and moved the iron golem into the center of the three slime chunks there. And it does seem to be working a lot better as far as I've hung out and watched some slimes spawn on the outer edges, and they do seem to be tracking the golem much better. So I am happy with the way this is turning out so far. We still have a long way to go as far as building up this slime farm. We're gonna go, I think, 4 more layers up on all 3 chunks, and we're going to carve out all of the blocks between this bottom layer and the sky to improve rates as well. But again, it's a work in progress, and we're going to plug away at it as we move forward with other projects as well. Now today, the plan, I'm going to grab out a bunch of this glass because we're going to need it for our current project. The plan is to head to the Nether and work on the Blaze farm. We finally have all of the ingredients that we're going to need for the Blaze farm, and so I'm going to go ahead and gather up my materials. I have a little box going up here with the items that I am going to need. I'm going to need a whole bunch of melons. I'm going to need some of the packed ice, and we're going to need a bunch of glass and some of these stone bricks, and the slime blocks are a key ingredient. And so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take these items with me and go get started on putting together a little bit something for the Blaze farm, and I'll bring you back in just a little bit. Team, so we are standing on top of the Blaze spawner. It is just a block down from this torch here. I've filled in all of the blocks in a 9x9x3 area around it. That is preventing the blazes from spawning from this spawner. Now, there are still blazes just spawning in the area around just because that's what they do in a wither fortress, or in a nether fortress. There's gas around, and yep, there's a blaze just spawned down there. The blazes are super annoying to have around when working on anything in the nether because they have such a long distance. That they aggro, and they shoot really far, and their attacks have knockback, so they're good at knocking you into the lava. Or knocking me into the lava anyways. Now down here, I went ahead and blocked off the exit so that we have a little bit of a safe room to keep our items in, our materials that we're going to be working with on the project, and to keep out any unwanted wither skeletons from wandering in here and bothering us while we're building. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now, generally, when you are working around a blaze spawner like this, they say to fill in the area with dirt because it's easy to remove the dirt quickly using a shovel, and you don't have to worry about your efficiency 5 pick accidentally going through the blaze spawner. Now, when I was filling this in, I actually did this a while ago, like maybe a week ago or so. It was super frustrating. I didn't have this roof over my head. There were blazes spawning everywhere. So I was fighting blaze and filling this in, and I didn't bring enough dirt. And so I filled it in with whatever I had available, which was netherrack and some cobblestone and some dirt. So I'm tempted to dig it out and then refill it in with the dirt, because that'll make, once we actually want to activate the blaze spawner and remove all of these blocks, it'll make it much easier to get out of there quickly, because blaze will start spawning immediately once we start pulling any of these blocks. But that seems like a lot of work, and I think it'll be fine. So I think we're just going to leave it the way it is and just get started on building the actual fun part, which is the spawner itself. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, in case you're wanting like a reference point for where we are, that's our home portal over there. So then I came across this bridge, and then it's just take a left, head this way on this precarious one-wide bridge that I've created. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get started doing some building here, and I'll bring you back in a little bit for a progress report. team, so I decided that it is going to be a good idea to fill it all in with dirt. So I went back, I got enough dirt to be able to fill this all in. So now I'm basically just going around and uh, digging out 3 blocks deep, filling them in right away so that I can keep the spawns to a minimum. And uh, if any blaze spawn while I'm taking care of this, I'll just have to fight them and kill them. But this is going to make it much easier once we actually have the farm all set up and we want to remove the blocks without destroying the blaze spawner block and actually activate the spawner at that point in time. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work on replacing everything with dirt and then actually get started on the build. Alright team, so I've meticulously gone around and replaced every block in this 9x9x3 square with dirt blocks. So that's going to make our lives that much easier once we do actually want this spawner to be able to spawn blaze. As you can see, I got 10 blaze rods while doing that. That's because they kept just spawning in the holes that I was popping out to replace with dirt. Which was semi-annoying, but an easy way to get a few levels and get some blaze rods. Now the next step that I'm going to take care of is building some melon platforms down below. And this isn't really meant to be a tutorial, I'm just going to kind of explain what I'm doing as I go here. For the tutorial on this blaze farm, I'm going to put the link in the description. I'm using Nims TV's blaze farm that has the sweeper arm on either side to push the blaze out of the spawn area quickly and into a killing chamber. And so for the actual tutorial on this, I recommend checking that out. And for that matter, if I'm ever looking for a tutorial on how to do anything in this game and I see that Nims TV has a tutorial, he's one of the first ones that I will click on because he is really good at explaining how to take care of building a lot of different awesome farms and contraptions in this game. So yeah, I'd recommend just checking out his channel in general. But the next part is to build some melon platforms down below. So I'm going to get started on that, and I'll bring you back in a bit. And I'm just about finished with placing the 2 melon platforms on the bottom here. I just wanted to kind of show how I'm doing this. I'm being very cautious with this, and I've been putting up a little bit of a... I thought for a second I was going to fall in a hole. But I've been putting up a little bit of a wall around the outer edge. Now this isn't permanent. This is going to be replaced, but I'm just trying to break line of sight between any blazes that are spawning in the area and any ghasts, because the ghasts and the blaze have been firing at me from a distance, and it's been pretty annoying while trying to do this build. But this is how I've been combating it, is just trying to put up little temporary walls to break line of sight. And as you can hear, another ghast just spawned somewhere nearby. But yeah, and I know that the blasts from the gas can break like netherrack. I don't know if it'll break melon, and I really don't want to find out because I will be really annoyed if the gas destroy all of my melon. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep plugging away here. And team, I am just on my way back from a supply run, and as you can see, I just got through the portal. That's why everything is loading in. But I do need to decide at this point which direction I want the farm to face. That's where we're working over there. Do we want the farm to face this way, so it's kind of facing our bridge out there? Or if it's facing the other way, it's kind of facing into the nether fortress, which we might be able to do other things with the nether fortress too, like set up a wither skeleton farm. So that might be convenient as well. As I'm talking aloud and contemplating it here, though, I'm thinking we're probably going to have it face this bridge. We'll have it face this way. and we're gonna build like a little bit of a building around it. We're gonna build an enchanting room right in with the XP farm here, because it just makes sense rather than running back and forth between our XP farm and our uh, enchanting room, that we just have an enchanting room built in with our XP farm. So we're still going to keep the enchanting room we have set up in the tree over at our home base, but we're going to have another one set up here by the Blaze farm. That way we can just gain XP and enchant right immediately. So I'm just going to get these supplies put away here and get moving on to the next step here. So be right back. So team, I just learned the answer to my question. Yes, the ghasts do destroy my melons when they shoot them. And so that is going to make this this build even more difficult. Awesome. And so here's what we're going to do. We're just going to go ahead and throw up some more roof. And hope that that prevents the ghasts from seeing us at all. Now this is annoying because I have to remove the roof to get any building done. Or I have to remove the extra walls we're replacing to get any building done out. Because I need to expand out further from just what I have right here. I need to do the same thing that I did over here. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, man. Oh, this is so difficult building in the nether. This is unfortunate. It doesn't look like it broke my slime blocks, which I'm happy about. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep plugging away. And so team, so I got the melons replaced that were destroyed in the center here. I got some better safety walls put up around the outer edges and safety ceilings to try to prevent any more ghasts from interrupting our work. I also put an outline of melons above the slimes and along the outer edge, anywhere that the slime is going to touch pretty much. And so next we're going to go ahead and head up here and start building our roof and enclosure. And I'm going to go ahead and get started on that, and then I'll bring you back in a second after I get that taken care of. He's trapped me! I am also trying to work around these pigmen. Now, I could easily get out if I broke that block, but he's standing in the way, so if I hit him, him and all his friends are going to come after me. So let's see if we can get up this way. Now we're breaking our safety cobblestone. Thanks, Pigmen. But yeah, so we got the roof on, and now I'm just building up the walls around the outer edges. And on the front, I think that I want to do glass. Now, he says in the tutorial that you got to make sure that it is dark enough if you do the glass on the front. But Blaze can spawn in pretty high light levels, so I think it'll be fine if I do the glass on the front. And I'm planning on building like a building on the front as well, so that we're safe and we're like AFKing down there, and we'll keep the enchanting area down there as well. So I think we'll be able to have control of the light levels, and it'll be fine with the glass. And if it seems to be affecting rates, we can always replace it later. So I'm gonna keep plugging away. Team, we're making some good progress here. I just placed down some packed ice down the lane here. After we push the blaze into this center trench here, then we're going to have an extender arm of these slime blocks that will push them along the packed ice down into our killing chamber where we will be standing beside. So, making some good progress here. And I have all the glass placed up on the front. I have cobblestone in front of it. That was just my safety wall while I was placing that glass. And yeah, this is a kind of tricky building in the nether with trying to make sure that ghasts and blaze don't destroy all of our delicate blocks that we're building with. But we're making it happen. We are And I just accidentally used Great White's line. But yes, we are making it happen. But yeah, so I believe next we're going to be getting started on placing some of the redstone, which that's going to come out several more blocks. So we're going to need to expand our safety cobblestone walls that we're building up here. But I'm going to go ahead and get working away at that. All right, sweet. So we've got the stage set for uh, our redstone. We're gonna have some redstone go right here on this 4x5 block. Some redstone will go here on this 4x5 platform, and we'll have some redstone over here on this 4x5 platform. And so I need to make up a bunch of repeaters and some comparators, and I'll start getting the redstone laid down. So I got the redstone all placed for the one side, and I misspoke. It doesn't look like we're going to need any comparators here. We're just using the repeaters and redstone torches. But let's go ahead and take a look here, make sure it's working properly. Yep, it is extending the full, and looks like it did push our Pigman down there. Once we get everything up and running, he's going to be pushed out of the contraption altogether. But yeah, so this is the one side. We're going to have another, the other arm on the other side pushing any blaze to the center, and then we'll have one extending, push them along the ice down into the killing chamber. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the next one. Alright team, here's another update for you. So I've got the redstone taken care of for these 3 platforms around the back edge here. So you can see we got the 2 sweeper arms going in the middle, or sweeping everything to the center, and then we do have the one extender arm that'll push everything towards the killing hole over there. And so next I'm going to wire up the redstone so that we can sync everything up and prepare the killing chamber, and then be able to get this project almost finished up here. So I'll bring you back in just a sec. Team, it's quite a while after that the previous clip that you probably just saw, because I've been doing quite a bit of work. Got the redstone all laid down for the crusher system, and so everything is set up and ready to go for releasing the blaze. Now I don't plan on releasing them quite yet, because I want to do more work around the outside with aesthetics and making it all look nice, and with the chance that a ghast could hit these melons and cause the blaze to get released from the containment area. I'm just going to leave it all covered for now while I get the final touches taken care of, but just to show you how this works. So you've seen that we've have the 2 side sweeping arms to push all the blaze into the center. Then the back sweeping arm pushes them along the ice until they fall down into this chamber. And then we have this lever here that places a cobblestone wall above them, so they'll be trapped in this chamber. And then we press this button, and that block crushes them for the exact amount of time to where they'll be down to a 1-hit kill. And so then once that retracts, they're at the proper damage level. We can just hit them one time and get all of the experience points. And so this area here is going to be where I will be hanging out to have the blaze be within range to have the blaze spawning and everything. And I'm going to build out an enchanting room and everything. I'm going to work on this quite a bit off camera as well. And this video took a really long time to make. It's coming out super late. So thanks for joining me, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll touch on it more in the next episode once I have more of the aesthetics all built out and have it finished up more. And once I am able to open up in the blaze spawner and actually get some blaze in there to demonstrate how it does work. But yeah, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new and you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. And if you have anything you want to discuss in the comments, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Again, I'll make sure to post the tutorial for this blaze farm in the description so that you can check it out if you want to build one of your own. And I hope you all have a great rest of your night. I will catch you all on the flip side.